Hey everybody, welcome into the stream. Glad you're here this evening because I'm here. And if I was here and you guys wouldn't, this would be really awkward. So this is a great time to be here for everybody. As the snow falls around me, we are officially in winter bean cam season. You absolutely love to see it.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Bean footage. Bean footage. Bean footage. Bean footage. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That's right. We're rolling that beautiful bean footage. Courtesy of Peyton Manning here tonight because we have a very special game we're launching into. This is an important season. It's not every day we get to play a Monkey Island game here on stream. You know, there are only so many of them, and this is easily in the top 5 or 6. Sherlock Jr., thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, we are here tonight with Escape from Monkey Island, and not just any old Escape from Monkey Island. We're escaping from the PlayStation 2 version of Escape from Monkey Island. Why? Because honestly, the tank controls are such a bear, just an absolute nightmare in Monkey Island. I find the PlayStation 2 version slightly better, and it supports a controller a little bit more easily, which is honestly, I feel like how this game should be played. It is such a weird interface, and I have to be completely frank with you. I haven't played Escape from Monkey Island since it came out. Like, I bought it at release, chugged straight through the game, and then never touched it again. So I really have no idea what to expect from this. I don't remember disliking it at the time, but who knows? Oh wow! So Prince says, "Thank you, host games like a music radio host." That's interesting. Yeah, I think I'm just weird at this, or awkward. This is kind of how I teach classes too. I think in an insincere radio jockey sort of way. But we haven't asked Jess anything. First of all, thanks again for joining me, everybody. Good to see you, Clill, Paul, not Pat. There's Ricky, 6'7", Tom, Scrub J, Nick. Good to see you. We've got Kevin, a pickled dog, or Robin. Hey, Robin. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, this is a great crowd. Glad to see everybody. But Wilco asks, can you tell us about your first Monkey Island experience? And I can. I'm guessing this would have been, let's see, Monkey Island came out in 1990. So I'm going to say there's a good chance this was probably 1991. I was at Sears in my local mall, local in this context, about an hour from home, but it was the closest mall. I was in Sears and I was going through their shelf of discount computer software, and I saw Monkey Island there, and knew nothing about it, had never heard of it before. At that point, I was very steeped in Sierra Adventure games, but really hadn't played any other companies. And I believe it was marked down below $20, which is the appropriate amount to pay for a computer game. So I was like looking at it there, and I had some money saved up from my allowance and decided to take a risk on this game. And I remember we got back in the car and I was sitting in the back seat with my new game, and I took the shrink wrap off and opened it up and pulled out the code wheel. And I was so fascinated by that code wheel. Like, that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. Yeah, Sierra games had nice manuals, but the feelies weren't always, all that exciting. I missed like the golden age of Infocom feelies. So the code wheel, to me, even knowing it was copy protection, I was like, this is just the coolest thing I could imagine. And it got me so excited. Weirdly, the copy protection got me so excited that by the time I got home, I couldn't wait to install that game and play it. And I loved Secret of Monkey Island and have enjoyed the series ever since. So we'll see how this one goes. This one is a challenge. So we'll see how we do with it. Hey, Stock, good to see you. But welcome in, everybody. That's my history with Monkey Island. That's it's been a good one so far. But I've never played this PlayStation 2 version past the first screen. Who knows what lies ahead tonight? So I say we just jump into the game. Bloomp. Already, I mean, you can't deny this is a great launch screen. Like, if this doesn't make you want to play it, I don't know what will. You don't get this in the PC version. So let's unpause and see what happens. All right, here we go. Yeah, all languages at once. It's the most efficient way to do this sort of thing. This is also great because this version has a title screen. Because it's a console title, of course you have to have a title screen. So you get this weirdness, this thrown together. Let's just float some of our 3D models here on screen. It's so sad, isn't it? It is sad. Yeah, I mean, this is good stuff. Who'll be next? Guybrush doing his fighting moves. This looks like a 2000s Christian movie. It does. Oh, there's Otis. Man, everybody's here. The whole gang's here. All right, let's do this thing. LEC presents. The still images here and the weird zooming on all of them always makes me think the game is bugged. Like it's not rendering at the right resolution, but this is how they wanted this to look. This is on purpose. Sound supervisor Larry, the O. Yeah, this opening feels very cheap. Yeah, now that... Hey, Cregan, good to see you, by the way. Now that Sith Princess said it, this only looks more and more like some sort of, like, direct-to-DVD Christian movie. All right, here we go. Great opening line coming up. Really goes downhill from here. Not that one.
From the personal log of Guybrush Threepwood. Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the monkeys. It's hard to believe that it's only been a few years since I first washed up on the beaches of Mêlée Island, armed with nothing more than a goofy name and an overpowering urge to become a swashbuckling pirate.
I want to be a pirate.
Who could have suspected that such a humble pursuit would lead me to cross swords with the evil ghost pirate LeChuck, the slimiest slug ever to plunder the seven seas?
Yarr!
And who could have guessed that my battles with LeChuck would introduce me to the love of my life, Mêlée Island's Governor Elaine Marley. Or that my efforts to win Elaine's hand would repeatedly drag me to the mystery-drenched shores of Monkey Island.
That's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen.
Or that I would finally end the scourge of LeChuck, burying him beneath a mountain of ice. Not me, that's for sure. Back then, the only thing duller than my sword was my wit.
That was the tagline for the first game.
I'm married to the most beautiful governmental official in the Caribbean. The entire Tri-Island area shudders at the sound of my name. And now my plunder bunny and I are returning to Mêlée Island after the most incredible honeymoon in the history of...
Guybrush!
Yes, dear?
Plunder money.
Guybrush! Stop daydreaming and make yourself useful!
It's like medieval times. I'm pulling for the Blue Knights. All right. we got to load up our disc. So a few years ago, not to just stop right off the bat, but a few years ago, I posted a GIF of that scene of Elaine, like just the montage of her punching Guybrush over and over again, because actually that's pretty funny animation. I think it's one of the better looking bits of the game, that opening. And when I did, I got someone who jumped into my mentions, like saying that it was really like supporting domestic violence against men and I should be ashamed of myself. And then like a bunch of men's rights activist talking points followed after that. And it was just like, oh my goodness. What has become of that was long before Twitter became what it is now, but you know, it's like it's a funny gif. Oh, here's a good bit. Let's go bonus features. Multiplayer options. Can't believe you hate, man. It's true. Multiplayer options. Let's get some of these. No, I don't wanna. No, tag team adventure gaming is too easy. TCP. TCP pocket socket bind failed. Look, there's no network play, okay? And no hot seat multiplayer support either. Stop asking already. No multiplayer. That's a good joke. Good joke. I guess the Decaf Jedi good joke seal of approval. So now, this is the weird interface. So I move around with the left analog stick, and then I choose things for Guybrush to look at with the right analog stick.
There's an enemy pirate fighting over there. It's the grated door to the ship's cargo hold. I have more important things to do than futz around in the cargo hold.
Yeah, no futzing.
It's full of hot coals.
It is a brazier full of hot
It's
coals.
too cumbersome to handle with just my feet. It's full of hot coals.
There we go.
I already knocked it over. It's too cumbersome to handle. It's full of hot coals.
Oh, wait.
There's a pile of red-hot coals simmering on the deck there. Now I'm glad we got the ship with the flame-retardant lacquered deck wood.
Okay, now this is a great puzzle. So now we have red-hot chunk of coal. There we go. That's how you do it. Yeah, it really is the worst interface. Check out this eyebrow move here. Yeah.
Little snuggle cakes.
Heart.
Hey, Elaine, could you untie me?
Okay, well, that's the game. We did it. Things to do on Mêlée Island when you're dead. That's a reference to an indie film, I believe, called Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. And boy, that joke has aged great. People still talk about that movie.
Land ho!
The way I pushed that smelly pirate right over the rail. Now that's the stuff of pirates.
I hope the loyal citizens of Mêlée don't hurt themselves. I mean, you know, all the pushing and shoving on the dock to see my, our return could be dangerous. Make sure this one stays on top.
Then there was the swab who came at me with the rusty fid.
Elaine's a completely different character in this game. That's fun.
got it.
The burden of being the governor of such an adoring yet unsophisticated public can be so draining. I'll be lucky if I can get a second to myself for months.
You know, we make a great team. The way we communicate, the way we work together, the way we anticipate each other's every move. There's nothing we can't accomplish.
Oh, well, here goes. Might as well get all the hullabaloo over with.
Gameplay.
What? Where is everyone?
Maybe everyone went to bed early?
Where's the welcoming committee? The banners? The crushing throng of well-wishers? Oh, dear. Do you know what this means?
We can spend another 3 months honeymooning.
They got snapped. That's right. It's the Mêlée Island blip.
No, you adorable numbskull. Something has gone horribly wrong while I've been away. Nothing else can explain.
What's that? Hey, it's Timmy the monkey. How are you, boy?
Ookie chi.
Either his litter box is full or he's trying to tell us something. What is it, boy?
Timmy? Is something wrong?
Come on, Timmy. Tell us the deal.
Free grog at the scum bar?
Boy,
There's
the
been an
pacing's
outbreak
just
of
great
scurvy?
with this dialogue.
You won $74 playing bingo, but lost it all playing banana futures.
There's trouble at the governor's mansion. Let's go.
Interesting. This is an interesting question. Did this game have new players in mind? I bet that's the thinking. If it's going to be on PlayStation 2, you want to welcome people new to the series. Was there a Sega CD version of Secret of Monkey Island at some point?
7.9.
If so, nobody played it.
14. Fire!
Ah!
What do you think you're doing?
What does it look like I'm doing, fancy pants? I'm knocking down the governor's mansion.
You can't knock down the governor's mansion without approval from the governor.
Yeah.
The governor's dead, man.
Dead?
Was the marriage that killed her, they say.
But I am the governor. Do I look dead to you?
No, ma'am.
Then cease and desist your boulder flinging immediately.
Yeah.
Sorry, Governor. I'm under contract. I'm legally obligated to destroy your mansion with this here catapult.
Something's rotten on Mêlée Island.
I know. But the stench usually drifts away with high tide.
I've got a plan.
Although it sometimes lingers during an eclipse.
Guybrush,
Yes, dear?
I'm going down to City Hall to see about getting declared undead.
Won't that make you a flesh-eating zombie?
In the meantime,
Good
I need you
gag.
to do 2 things for me.
More back rubs and foot massages?
And maybe later. First, I want you to put a stop to this insane boulder flinging.
Stop the insanity. Check.
Second,
Susan
I want
Powder.
you to go to Lucre Island, talk to my grandpa's lawyers. They might know how to help us fight City Hall.
Oh, but I hate talking to lawyers.
And not as much as they'll hate talking to you, dear.
Okay.
Well, I've got a resurrection to perform. Be good, dear. And don't forget, stop the catapult, go to Lucre Island.
The place is filthy.
Sounds like the honeymoon's over.
She was
Sounds like it.
before she died.
Dude who can't stop doing the thing because of orders and legalese happens so much in adventure games. I mean, it's the proud tradition that begins in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy novel, carried through to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Get out of my
Galaxy
way.
Touchy, gee.
adventure game, and now into many other adventure games.
Excuse me.
What?
Not that I'm complaining, but why are you having such a hard time hitting my house?
It's this catapult. I've never seen such a finicky piece of machinery. Besides which, it throws like a girl.
Casual misogyny, eh? It's a strange rich game. I don't know if it originated in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but there's a great scene in the first book where essentially someone is about to bulldoze a house with one of the lead characters living in it, and there's a very bureaucratic, it's like, well, I can't not bulldoze your house now that I'm here with the permits and everything. Let's see.
Please stop firing boulders at my house. It's very unnerving.
Sorry about that, kid, but I'm under contract.
Like Elon Musk, I'm a big fan of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
What would it take to get you to stop flinging rocks at my house?
Permanently? Yeah, some kind of restraining order, I guess. You'd need some fancy lawyers for that.
Okay, how about temporarily?
Well, the union gives us
Union
liberal
joke.
snack breaks during the day, but I don't have any snacks.
What are those numbers you're muttering?
You know? I don't rightly know. They're supposed to be targeting numbers or something, but I'll be danged if I can figure them out. All I know is how to hit that cactus. I'm trying to extrapolate from there.
Hey, good to see you, Shabbat boy.
What are those numbers you're
Oh, wait, I
muttering?
just asked
You
that.
know? I don't rightly know.
Can I skip
They're
this?
supposed to be targeting numbers or something, but I'll be danged if I can figure them out. All I know is how to hit that cactus.
Nope.
I'm trying to extrapolate.
Oh, wait, there it was. You show me how to hit the cactus?
Could you show me how to hit the cactus?
Nah, I only do that when I think the catapult's out of alignment. I wouldn't want to waste one of these boulders. They're expensive.
So I don't remember anything about this game, but judging by the shape of that cactus, I'm guessing I create some sort of slingshot scenario over there. Okay.
You seem like a busy man. I'll let you return to your evil deeds.
Thanks.
Thanks. Okay, I am going heavily on a walkthrough with this. Yeah. Uh-oh, is my memory card open? Okay, good luck. Save successful.
Let's try 15, 3.7.
Look how just unnecessarily massive these screens are. Oh, Galara played this one too and had a tough time with it. That's interesting. What threw Galara off on this one? I mean, full disclosure, if you're a Monkey Island fan and haven't spent a lot of time with the series, maybe, I think most fans would probably rank this one as their least favorite. I don't know that for sure. Certainly it has its fans, like any game, but it doesn't quite meet the standards of the first three.
The Scum Bar, haven for the rowdiest bunch of drunken scallywags you'll ever see.
Okay, so my walkthrough says, go to the Scum Bar. Oh wait, I need to go talk to Carla and Otis. I walked right past them. They're old friends from Monkey Island 1. Oh, crap. How do I get back to where I was? There's Carla and Otis. So, earlier someone mentioned this on our Discord. Someone brought up the fact that it turns out this game has engine limitations that stop it from displaying more than 3 characters on screen at one time. And it's something you should keep an eye out for here throughout the game.
Ahoy there, fellow seafaring wastrels.
Yes. Oh, sorry about that.
You startled us.
Yeah, that's it. I startled.
Yeah, it's always a problem when a game releases with its strategy guide. Hey! Welcome, and Experiment Ego, and thank you for the resub.
You two look awfully familiar.
Oh, we have very common-looking faces. Isn't that right?
Oh, definitely. Can't swing a dead Chinook around here without hitting someone who looked like us.
Yeah, this is not how I imagine Otis either. Is this how Otis sounded in Return to Monkey Island? I don't recall. Are you the famous comedy team?
Dudes, aren't you the founding members of Keel Hall, the world's loudest pirate speed metal band?
Not likely. Neither of us can carry a tune.
Neither can Keel Hall.
Carla sounds great.
Are you sure we haven't met?
Drop it, Threepwood.
Hey, how'd you know my name?
Doesn't everyone know the name of Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate?
True, but I still think you guys look familiar. Didn't we share a cruise to Monkey Island once?
I don't think so.
Carla, make the bad man
Whoa.
stop. He's
Careful there,
come to
Otis.
take us back to Monkey Island.
Carla?
Who?
You can't fool me. You're Carla, the Swordmaster of Mêlée Island. And you're Otis.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let it go, Otis. The half-wits recognized us.
I knew you guys looked familiar. You were 2/3 of my original Monkey Island crew.
With Meat
The
Hook.
crew you abandoned on Monkey Island, you mean?
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to escape from Monkey Island?
No. How difficult is it to?
Escape from Monkey Island.
Well, it's really difficult.
Yeah.
The whole experience was very traumatizing.
Scared us for life.
Gee, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, sorry doesn't feed the narwhals, Buster.
Okay. Why don't you join
Won't
my
you join
crew?
my crew for old time's sake?
Guybrush, take a good look at Otis.
Monkeys! Monkeys is full of the monkeys!
That's what happened to him the last time we agreed to be part of your crew. Now, what in the name of Blackbeard's dandruff could possibly convince us to join you in another idiotic adventure?
Well, how about...
This time it's 3D. Experiment Ego. It's a good point. You know, I think a lot of the fonts here are way off from what they are in the PC version. We're playing the PlayStation 2 version. I don't know if these are like default PlayStation fonts or what, but it screws up their placement all over the screen. I agree. I hate seeing them float over characters' heads.
A brand new car!
What?
Sorry, I kind of got caught up in the moment. Well, how about... treasure. Boatloads of treasure.
We're still waiting for the treasure you promised us the last time.
Oh, yeah. Well, how about...
I mean, this is one of the weird things if you play this game on like higher resolutions on PC, the fonts stay very, very small and would not be a great TV option. These are definitely TV friendly. Cushy government jobs.
That sounds interesting.
Carla, what are you doing?
What kind of cushy government jobs are we talking about?
You know, the kind where you're paid 3 times the going private sector rate, no one checks your work, and it's impossible to be fired.
Don't listen to him, Carla. He just wants to take us back to Monkey Island.
We'd want contracts, of course.
I'll see what I can do.
All right. I told you
So,
what
what
you're up
have
to.
you
Why not?
rapscallions been up to?
Where to begin?
Well, where's the third member of our old crew?
You mean Meat Hook?
That's a good question.
After we finally got off Monkey Island,
Trademark.
Meat Hook renounced his piratey lifestyle and returned to his true passion.
Drinking?
Painting.
Painting? But the guy's got no hands.
That's what we said.
This is a great question. Yeah, Sith Princess, is this how all LucasArts adventure games? I would say this is very much the house style. The conversation tree, back and forth dialogue sort of thing. More so in some of the games than others, but it's definitely like the bread and butter of Monkey Island.
I'm tired of rehashing the old days. Let's talk about the here and now.
If we must.
Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Okay. So my walkthrough says we're gonna go to the Scume Bar. Oh, we have 3 characters in Guybrush.
It's half full. Or perhaps it's half empty.
Ahoy, mateys! Excuse me.
Buzz up, buzzard breath.
Yeah,
Okay.
can't you see we're busy here?
Is he making holes in the wall?
Yeah, busy making holes in the wall.
Listen, we're playing for the title of Grand Master Dart Champion of Mêlée Island.
Yeah, and unless you're good enough to compete,
Which you aren't.
we'd advise that you take a long walk off a short pier.
Nah.
I'm a dart-throwing maniac.
Really?
Back in grade school, they called me the Dart Master. Or something that rhymed with that anyway.
Smart master.
So, can I join your game?
No.
No.
Well, I guess I'll be shoving off
I want to
now.
be a pirate in the
You
game.
still here?
Can someone cast me as the pirate in their game? I want to be a pirate in the game. If you're making a pirate game, make me a pirate in your game. Shove off, then.
Hail and hello, oh master of all things
Dick.
grog-like.
What can I do for you, Mr. Marley?
Threepwood.
Ah, right, sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood.
This place is quieter than a crypt full of mimes.
Isn't it a crying shame? It's been that way since that Australian blew into town.
Australian?
Aye, a scurrilous Australian land developer who's been using strong-arm tactics to buy up all the land on Mêlée Island. Half of our regular clientele have been driven off island by the no-good scoundrel.
Wow.
There's a lot of anti-Australian sentiment in the United States circa 2000. You have to remember, like, we were just sick of Australia at this point. So obviously you're gonna make your bad guy an Australian. Actually, I think he's supposed to be like a Rupert Murdoch kind of guy, right? Is that the joke? I don't know. I don't know if this game has like a point to this sort of stuff.
Do you know anything more about this Australian developer?
Not really. I'd surely love to give him a piece of my mind, though.
How'd you like to join a crew of courageous pirates on a dangerous quest?
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Great.
But I should really check with my boss first. Hey, boss!
Oh, Experiment Ego, yeah, the Tale of Donkey Island.
I have a few days off to join Mr. Threepwood here
It's
on a
something else.
swashbuckling adventure.
Are you out of your grog-addled mind? No.
I guess I can't go. Damn.
You got any snacks?
You gotta go?
Well, that seems harmless enough.
Yep. The Scumbar's famous kudu jerky pretzels.
Ooh, got anything else?
Not really.
Okay, let's have some.
Sorry, can't give you any.
What? Why did you...
That drunk at the table over there, he has the last basket.
Can't you give them to me without a basket?
Sorry, it's Scumbar policy.
Okay, grog me.
Grog me, barkeep.
Why, I'll be glad to. After you show me some ID.
Yeah, it looks like it must be Guybrush plus 3 characters.
What, don't I look like I'm 14?
Actually, you look like you're about 15, but we're carding anyone who looks under 23 just to be safe.
I've got troubles.
I've got troubles.
Like what?
On second thought, I hate listening to myself whine.
You and me both, brother.
I like this bartender's voice performance.
I've got to go.
Right, well, Grog will do that.
There's a Mandalorian game called The Mandarin? Wow. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that's a crusty sailor.
Hi there, scruffy-looking pirate person. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your name?
Cheese.
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 Ignatius Cheese.
What big arms you have, Mr. Cheese.
The better to insult arm wrestle with, Mr. Threepwood.
Yeah, I forgot about this existing.
Don't you mean insult sword fighting?
Nay. While you were away, the insult sword fighting paradigm became attached to a host of other pirate pastimes.
Paradigm?
Well, nowadays you can't throw a dart or play a game of checkers without being expected to toss in a withering bon mot.
I think I tossed a bon mot in a food fight once.
My particular speciality is insult arm wrestling, which I use to defend my bar from hostile takeovers.
Well, I'd like to arm wrestle you.
How would you like to join my crew of mighty pirates, Mr. Cheese?
And what, pray tell, might I be finding myself doing if I joined this crew of mighty pirates?
Mighty.
You'd be traveling to Lucre Island with a crew of cretinous buccaneers to meet with my wife's lawyers.
Now that sounds like a worthy mission for a mighty pirate navigator like myself.
Really?
Aye. The seas around Lucre Island are very treacherous and can only be navigated by a skilled sailor. I'd love to face that challenge, but...
But what?
I can't.
Is your keister glued to that chair?
Why not? Is your keister glued to that chair?
There's a limitation of the engine.
Now that you mention it, it is. But that's not why I can't go, Mr. Wizened Pirate.
Well, then why?
Because if I leave my bar for too long, it'll be stolen out from under me.
You're the owner of the scum bar?
Aye, the one and only.
always thought the scum bar was owned by a guy named Ron.
What makes you think that the scum bar is going to be stolen?
Well, it's like this. I've been fighting off a hostile takeover bid from an Australian land developer.
Come again?
You heard me. A greedy Australian is making a grab for my bar.
With guns and swords and cannons?
Worse, with insults, jibes, and mockeries.
Oh,
It's taken
no.
all of my insult arm wrestling skill to keep him at bay.
Gosh.
Hey,
If it weren't
Chris
for the whole
Lasher.
wife being declared dead thing, I'd say that was the strangest thing I'd heard all week.
Okay. How do I complete your
Is there
puzzle?
something I could do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
If I beat you at insult arm wrestling, will you be my navigator?
You're honor
That's an
bound.
interesting proposition, Threepwood.
Honor bound.
It is? I mean, of course it is.
How about this? If you beat me, I'll be your navigator.
Great.
But only if you teach me some new insults.
Agreed.
Well then, let's see what you've got.
Uh-oh. Arm wrestling time. Over the top.
Today by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
Oh yeah?
Wow.
My 98-year-old grandmother has bigger arms than you.
Yeah, but we both got better bladder control than you do. Your
Oh, snap.
knuckles are grind to a splintery paste.
Splintery paste. Let's see.
Why? You studying to be a nurse?
Not correct.
Your arms are no bigger than fleas that I've met.
So that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet.
Ah, so that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet. I'm gonna put your arm in a sling.
Why? Are you studying to be a nurse?
Oh, man.
Do I see quivers of agony dance on your lip?
Ah.
It's laughter that's caused by your feathery grip.
Yeah.
My stupefying strength will shatter your ulna into a million pieces.
I'm shaking. Oh, I'm shaking.
People consider my fists lethal weapons.
Sadly, your breath should be equally reckoned.
Wow, this is back and forth.
I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
It's too bad none of them are in your arms.
It's weird that some of these rhyme and others don't. Like, they rhymed in Curse of Monkey Island, but they didn't in Secret of Monkey Island. But now, I don't know. Also, I just noticed that nude painting in the background.
You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
I'm shocked that you never have gazed at your wife. Today, by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
This is after Curse, yeah.
From the size of your gut, I'd guess they were eaten. My forearms have been mistaken for tree trunks.
I am rubber. You are glue.
You're a big poopy head. You suck.
I've out-wrestled octopi with these arms.
I'm sure that spineless creatures everywhere are humbled by your might. People consider my fists lethal weapons.
Sadly, your breath should be equally reckoned.
Can we just do this all day? Captain America style?
Your arms are no bigger than fleas
Hey,
that
old
I've
school
met.
Jay.
I am rubber. You are glue.
Your knuckles I'll grind into a splintery paste.
Oh, how appropriate. You fight like a cow.
I won.
You did. Fair and square. Congratulations. You got
Wow.
yourself a navigator.
I can't believe we recruited by our first try. It holds up pretty well, I think. It mostly works. Okay. Where's that guy in the background image? Oh, that was the... Can I go through here?
Hey, stay out of the kitchen, you sissified sea urchin.
Why don't people ever want me to go into the kitchen?
Ooh, what do you do with a drunken sailor?
Hi there, fellow swashbuckler.
Yeah, honestly, old school, the biggest difference is, I mean, the PC version had controller support, but getting a controller to work with a PC game in the year 2000 was a chore. Just the fact that this supports a controller so well makes it, for me, an easier version to play.
Say, mind if I have some of your pretzels? You sure I can't have any of your pretzels? What's that you're drinking?
What's the word on the
What's
street?
the word on the street?
Blast. I mean, that's how the thing plays best, is with a racing,
You look like a busy man.
racing
Why
wheel
don't you
and
get back to
pedals.
your self-destructive binge drinking? It says happy birthday.
It does. It's weird. I'm emulating this, and I have like the anti-aliasing and internal resolution really cranked up on it. So we're getting kind of a weird version of this that looks more hyper polished in terms of the 3D models than it ever did on PlayStation. But then like all the 2D textures are just upscaled. So you get like this weird combination of the two.
Ahoy again, mateys. Excuse
Makes
me.
it look a little uncanny, as if it didn't already.
Why aren't you playing insult dart throwing?
The official Tri-Island Dart Throwing Semi-Professional League rulebook clearly states all dart competitions must be won by dart throwing skill, not by any other means such as bribery, insults, threats, or otherwise.
Why are there so many holes in the wall around the dartboard?
Those are from other players.
Yeah, we never miss a shot.
Get out of here.
No, really. Pick a number. He'll hit it.
I can't hit that balloon over there. I'm using PCSX too. Yeah, maybe Guybrush doesn't count in our
I bet
three
you can't
character
hit that
total.
balloon over there.
Here goes nothing.
Here it goes.
Ah! Oops.
Impressive.
I have a laptop open with the walkthrough up, and while it's just sitting here, because I only have one screen, I only stream with one monitor. While it's just sitting here with the with the walkthrough up, it blue screened of death. It's restarting.
Well, I guess I'll be shoving off now.
Are you still here?
Retro stream, is there a PS2 version of Grim Fandango? I don't think so. So you pop the balloon to put him to sleep, which makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
I guess he won't be needing these anymore.
Wait, do I really carry him around like a goofus?
I wish I had some grog to wash that down with. Kudu jerky pretzels.
Okay, there we go. That was left trigger 2. Man, now I'm walkthroughless. It's like doing a Windows update. I'm 9% there. This isn't going well. Let's see if these pretzels are all the snack we need. Call 1-800-STAR-WARS. That's the answer, Retro Swim. It always is. You know, we did that once live on stream, and you know what? Someone picks up if you dial 1-800-STAR-WARS. They're like, LucasArts, how may I help you? It was awkward. I hung up.
Hey, get away
I
from
prank
there
called him.
before I pop you one on the head, capiche? Good. Now stay over there, pencil neck.
Excuse me.
What?
I really want, yeah, I mean, terrified. I mean, first of all, there's nothing I hate more than talking to people on the phone. I don't know why, but I have weird phone anxiety. It really weirds me out. I mean, which is weird as someone who several nights a week comes on here and talks to all of you quite comfortably. The thought of talking to someone on the phone is like weirdly upsetting and troubling to me. But then like the idea that like, I thought it'd just be a funny gag where it'd be a disconnected bit and then someone picked up. Yeah, I mean, for all I know, you guys are just AI bots. It's hard to say. Sophisticated ones, but you know, I have no way of knowing for sure. Hey Mark, good to see you. I know you're not a bot. Let's see.
You seem like a busy man. I'll let you return to your evil deeds.
Thanks.
I am almost a millennial. Like I am right on that cusp. I think that I probably have more in common with the average millennial than I do a lot of Gen Xers. I'm 1977, so you know, I'm not far off. No, I said offer.
Hey there.
Yeah, just a sec. 45, 7.3, minus 35.
Here, I brought you some kudu jerky pretzels.
Really? Thanks. I really appreciate this.
You're welcome. You know, you could thank me by not chucking big old boulders at my house.
I could, but I won't. Now leave me alone for a minute while I eat these.
Good, but I won't.
Oh, ungrateful.
Okay, I don't know that I actually need to do this yet. Yeah, I like that we get the curly clouds still.
That was good.
Blocked up. Okay, let's see what my walkthrough says to do. Go to the harbor. I wonder how I access the map. Curly clouds are the best in the business, there's no question. Is there a map button? Not those. Huh. Oh, it's pressed down on the analog stick. The left analog stick is the map. Wow. That's a twist. That's not where I wanted to go. To the dock. Now you know what's down here at the dock. I'm going to say, this is one of the biggest disappointments in the game for me personally, is that they completely changed the design of the grog machine, in my opinion, for the worse. So, I don't know. Like, look at that. That is a bad looking grog machine. They're afraid of getting sued, yeah.
It's empty. I sure could go for a nice, refreshing grog right now.
You're supposed to, I mean, I do love all drink machines, but I also have my favorites.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I need a ship.
How nice for you. And just what do you want me to do about it?
Are you the harbor master?
No, I am the harbor mistress. My full title is Chief Assistant Shipyard Regulator, Harbor Operations, Mêlée Island, a division of Inter-Island Transportation Services.
Which means?
Which means I'm in charge of ship allocations on Mêlée Island.
Wow. I guess we could sexually harass her. This grog machine. What are the worst video game soda machines? Yeah, I don't think as much about video game soda machines as I used to. But, I mean, my least favorites are just ones that are straight out of, like, asset stores. Like, ones that just get flipped from game to game to game. It's amazing how many, like, big budget AAA games just don't bother to throw a new skin over a rectangular polygon to create their own soda machine. So those are always the ones that disappoint me most. Like when I'm playing a game and I'm like, man, I hope there's a cool soda machine here. And it's one that I've seen in like 400 other games already. And once you see like say you've seen 4,000 or so soda machines, you really start to notice when ones appear over and over again. Ubisoft is out there thinking about AI to generate these things. As a kid who loved Pizza Hut, over the moon about the Pizza Hut billboards and TMNT arcade. Yeah, like back then, product placement in games was sparing enough that it was kind of like a fun little surprise. Let's see.
I'm commandeering a vessel.
Not so fast, mister. No boat leaves this harbor without my permission, and I see no reason to give you permission to take one of my boats.
One of the old Spider-Man games took these standard asset flips that kind of looked like the asset in question is this soda machine that popped up in all kinds of games that looked kind of like the soda machines that sold the generic Sam's Club soda at Walmart. Like Sam's Choice or whatever their brand was. Someone made that into a generic asset and threw it in a ton of games. But one of the Spider-Man games on like PlayStation 1 went in and changed the design subtly to make it like Spider Soda. So it was the asset flip, but they had gone through the trouble of like making a little joke out of itself. So sometimes you can even make that one work. The best is still Handsome Man Executive Cola, no question.
But Stan said I could.
Name dropping won't get you a boat.
I'm married to the governor.
I heard she was dead.
Well, she does have her quiet moments, but she's alive and back on Mêlée and ready to govern.
Oh, so she's just been on vacation all this time, huh? That's nice. She won't be governor for long. I'm voting for Mr. Charles. He promised me a
Charles?
Come on, just give me a boat.
The rules prohibit the shipyard regulator, that would be me, from lending a boat to anyone who does not have proper authority. That would be you.
Okay.
What would it take to get you to look the other way?
I really hope that you aren't trying to bribe an employee of the Mêlée Island government. Not that I care what happens to you, but I really don't want to fill out the paperwork.
How does that work again?
Okay, but remember, I'm not required to do this. As a civil servant and chief assistant shipyard regulator, I am here for your safety. Not very
Guybrush Threepwood.
But if it'll make you go away, I'll tell you.
I can hardly wait.
I cannot and will not release a ship to any person, party, or entity that does not carry the authority of office or is otherwise important in their own right.
Isn't there some sort of loophole?
Nope. It's simple. Prove to me that you have the authority to requisition a ship, and I will follow procedure to supply one.
Bureaucracy.
Never mind.
Now that I can do.
All this red tape is giving me a headache.
Don't say I didn't give you anything.
Got him. Okay. We're making great progress. Basically speedrunning the game right now.
Let's try 17.
That's how Guybrush gets radicalized in being a small government Republican, exactly.
The center tube has no use here.
There we go.
Not a bad piece of modern art, if I do say so myself.
Get wrecked, modern art.
Hey, get away from there before I pop you one on the head, capiche?
Capachi.
Good. Now stay over there, pencil neck.
Hey there.
Yeah, just a sec.
This has one of those
5.5.
interfaces where it's difficult to
Mine is
tell what's supposed to be
27.
highlighted.
Want some more kudu jerky pretzels?
Sure. Wow, remind me to thank you later.
Well, you could save time and thank me now by not knocking down my house with your massive balls of rock.
Sorry, kid. No can do. Now let me eat this in peace.
Oh, ungrateful. I've run out of jerky pretzels.
Oh, man. It's Tinker.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You totally messed up my catapult. What you trying to do to me? You're killing me over here. Well, guess I'm gonna have to start over at my
This is a pretty good
calibration
puzzle.
cactus over there. Get out of
Calibration
my
cactus. I like this puzzle.
I hope this works.
Every character having to stop what they're doing before they can talk is a fun choice.
Calibrated to the cactus. Let's try it. Fire! What the? Yeah!
Looks like it's still there.
Ha!
Oh. Ha! That's a good gag. Okay. Okay. Things with no
did that.
gas blowing up is always
Do you
fun,
have
too.
any idea what those things cost? They don't grow on trees, you know.
Guess what? I'm still dead.
But don't worry, I'll love you even after rigor mortis sets in.
We've
Gross.
been gone so long they didn't think I was coming back.
Thanks, Tom Petty.
Those numbskulls at City Hall declared me dead at sea.
What about me? Did they say anything about me?
No. Then they decided to sell all my belongings and destroy the mansion.
That's terrible. Did they sell any of my stuff?
And the worst part is, they've ordered a new election for the office of governor.
Maybe I should run.
So far,
Guybrush.
there's only one candidate. And you know the old slogan, where there's only one candidate, there's only one...
Choice.
Who are you?
The name, Mr. Threepwood, is Charles L. Charles. But you can call me the next governor of Mêlée Island.
You can't be the governor, I'm the governor. And it's a lifetime term.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? You've been declared dead.
Charles L.
I've
Charles.
heard. How did that happen?
Who can say? Perhaps if you'd spent a little more time governing, and less time gallivanting all over the Tri-Island area with your pet monkey, the good citizens of Mêlée wouldn't have come to the mistaken conclusion that you were pushing up the petunias.
Wait a second. Was I the pet monkey in that last sentence?
Okay, we get it. You're running for governor. But why destroy my mansion?
Oh, that. When you died, the mansion became the property of the state.
Seems
As
fair.
a favor to me, the future governor of Mêlée Island, the town elders contracted a demolition firm
That's me.
to destroy this outdated bourgeois symbol of the elitist piratocracy.
Piratocracy. Yes.
Because the days of pirate princesses ruling from secluded mansions are over, my friend.
They are?
Indeed they are, lad.
This is great.
If the Mêlée Island of tomorrow is to prosper, it must be governed by a man of the people. A man unafraid to mingle with the common folk. A man who won't hide in a mansion guarded by vicious piranha poodles.
A man like you?
Precisely.
He makes a lot of sense, Elaine. I never did like those poodles.
Guybrush!
Guybrush.
Well, I've got hands to kiss and
In
babies
full
to shake.
Labrador Retriever mode.
There's something fishy about that guy.
Really? I thought he smelled more like a rotting corpse.
I've got another plan.
With maybe a hint of oregano.
Guybrush!
Yes, dear?
I'm going back to City Hall to run against Charles.
Woohoo! How can I help?
Go to Lucre Island to talk to the family lawyers.
But why? I destroyed the catapult.
Yes, dearest, I know. But with that demolition order hanging over the mansion, another catapult
dearest.
could come at any moment. We need the kind of restraining order that only my family lawyers can provide.
But I want to come up with clever campaign slogans and do ops research.
Guybrush, love of my life, I'm a politician. Let me do what I do best. I'll let you do what you do best.
What's that?
Sailing around the Tri-Island area on seemingly pointless errands.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? What I meant to say was venturing into troubled waters on dangerous quests.
Wow.
Well, okay then. That's more like it.
Okay.
She's really
I'm off
nagging
to start
him.
my campaign. Don't spend too much time on Lucre Island, dearest.
Place is filthy. Great joke. I'll say it twice. Let's watch her run away. There you go. Just see you later. Okay, so now we need to handle the... We'll go inside. Yeah, it's a shame that Elaine kind of suffers a personality dectomy here. Oh, nice closet.
We don't own many coats in these tropical climes. We don't own many coats in these tropical climes. We don't own many coats in these tropical climes.
We don't own many coats in this tropical climes.
We don't own many coats in these tropical climes.
We don't own many coats in these tropical climes.
We don't own many coats in these tropical climes.
We don't know many coats in these tropical
We
climes.
don't own many coats in these tropical climes. We don't own many coats in these tropical climes. We don't own many coats in these tropical climes.
Hey, Derek, great to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Looks like a television news crew. Ooh, a chess set.
Groovy banner. For some reason, it makes me want to ride a hog. I love chess, especially the horsies. We don't own many coats in these tropical climes.
We don't own many coats in these tropical climes.
We don't own many coats in these tropical climes.
What's happening? I'm Resident Eviling. I don't understand how directions work. Where am I? Oh God. This mansion's like the Resident Evil mansion.
I've always wondered what was behind the mansion. Now I know.
Great to see you. Glad you could join us tonight, Derek. Look at trinket-covered commode.
I like this kind of commode better than the one in the bathroom. The one made of porcelain. Elaine really loves these plates for some reason.
Don't even think about touching the china, Guybrush.
Who's touching it? I'm not touching it. No, sir, not me.
Ooh, government paper.
It's a government paper of some sort.
Give me. Let's see. So I picked up some government paper.
The header says Mêlée Government Employment Contract. Cushy edition.
Sign this, please.
What's this for?
I needed to convince reluctant rapscallions to join my crew.
Darling, can't you just use your blinding charisma to cajole them into joining you?
I think I used up all my charisma on the honeymoon.
All his riz.
All right, let me sign it.
Used up all his riz. I'll update this to 2023. He's fresh out of riz. He doesn't have the riz. So named after the character Rizzo from Grease.
Dearest, I thought we agreed that you wouldn't be spreading your messy inventory over our nice clean floor.
Sorry, honey. This will only take a moment.
Okay, that's a weird joke. Okay. So we have the cushy government contract. Ask her about getting a ship and she'll give us the gubernatorial seal. I'd love to see a gubernatorial seal. Maybe balance a little ball on its nose.
Hello, Governor.
Say Riz one more time.
Guybrush?
Look, as a Zoomer myself, Riz is just part of how I talk. You know, when I'm down at the I don't know, juice bar with all of my friends vaping, and we're just talking. Yeah, we're just like Riz this and Riz that, eating our avocado toasts and all that sort of things. What kids do these days, yes.
I'm having a little trouble getting a ship.
What kind of trouble?
I don't have the authority to requisition one. Can you believe that?
Hey, 6'7".
Must be a bunch of
Hall of Fame, thank you.
Here, take this. It should give you an air of authority.
Air of authority.
What's this doohickey?
It's the official gubernatorial symbol of Mêlée Island. It conveys the authority of the office of governor. It also gets the holder into some pretty great parties.
A true pirate doesn't need some gubernatorial symbol to prove he commands respect.
Yes, well, all the same, I think you'd better take it.
Talking to the line solution every puzzle, yes.
Now? I've got some revolutionary ideas about subsidized childcare.
Just give it back the minute you return from Lucre Island.
Okay. Chat's update on character sheets, crossed out Shaw and wrote in Riz. You know, I'm actually, if all goes according to plan, I bought my daughter for Christmas the new Dungeons and Dragons starter kit, the one that just came out, I think, earlier this year, the Stormwreck Isle edition of it. And she's been desperately wanting to start playing D&D. And she's super psyched for it. Very, very excited. She doesn't know she's getting the set yet, but she's been really asking if we can make some D&D happen. And I think now I'm going to steal that joke and put Riz on her character sheet, because that will be the best dad joke ever. I'm just going to plagiarize it from you. You know, I've learned a lot about plagiarism this week, and it turns out it's super easy and you don't get caught for a long time. And in the meantime, you can make big bucks in the interim. So I'm just going to steal that idea and not credit you. No. Sorry. No. That's a good gag, though. On the sake of cringe, poorly timed use, yes. Master content creator move. Here's some money.
Can I have some money?
Why?
I'm not sure, but it always seems as though I could use a few hundred pieces of 8 on my adventures.
Well, I'd like to help, sweetheart, but we're kind of strapped for cash right now. Besides, what happened to your monthly allowance?
I blew it all gambling on spitting contests on Booty Island.
Well, then I'm sorry, my dear. It's time you learned an important lesson about budgeting.
Oh, shucks.
I don't love the dynamic here. Like, Elaine as Guybrush's mommy doesn't interest me as much as his relationship with Elaine in the preceding 3 games. Yeah, I mean, this is just like, Sith Princess, why are they together?
I'll let you concentrate on your campaign.
It's not like it was the greatest love story ever told originally, but it was fine for adventure game stuff, and it was cute, and they were sort of adorable together. She was always the more competent of the two, but yeah, there was less of like the she's his mommy giving him an allowance vibe. It's a weird dynamic. I mean, it's not awful, but I preferred the previous one. Okay, let's go to the map. Probably should save soon. I don't trust this PlayStation version to stick with me. Yeah, they just turned the dial on her competence and his nincompoopishnesss way too much. Like they took them from like a 6 and just like slammed them right over to 10.
Wow, that's one flexible merboy.
Yeah, definitely some Homer and Marge, but they've forgotten maybe the heart of what makes that work. Let's go see the voodoo lady. My walkthrough doesn't say to, but you know what? I'm not beholden to any walkthrough. I'm my own man. Yeah, the Flanderization. That's exactly what this is. I guess we need to learn how to write women. Yeah. And that's something the series have been good at up to this point. like we're getting ready to see a really fun
This
character.
finger seems slightly different than the others. Yikes!
You pulled?
Hey, it's you!
Boy, the 3D here really doesn't do her any
You
favors.
seem to show up whenever I'm in trouble. Why?
Usually her presentation is so much spookier and more mysterious and like just a better vibe, and here it feels very sterile. It's unfortunate.
An unbreakable 5-game deal with LucasArts. In any event, I'm here to help. How can I assist you, Guybrush Threepwood? I sense that you wish to dabble in the dangerous voodoo arts.
I like that she anticipates what I'm going to say before I can say it. This is a good gag, not letting Guybrush get out his lines.
Do you have any plus 10
Well,
strength elixirs
now he
in
does.
stock?
Perhaps. What are your current stats?
I don't think I've got any.
Well then, what good would a strength elixir do?
I see your point. I'm in the market for an enchanted sword that hypnotizes my enemies into a deep stupor before I skewer them with it.
You don't need a sword to send your foes into a stupor, my child. Just be yourself.
Wow.
Gee, thanks.
Sick burn, Branch.
Have you got any of those evil destroying voodoo dolls?
Sorry, we're fresh out. We're expecting a shipment from Dinky Island early next week, though.
On second thought, I probably shouldn't be shopping at a time like this.
True.
Still the market for a voodoo trench. It's like Machina. I'll say the proverbial day.
My mystic eye sees precious time wasted in idle chit-chat. What would you like to know?
Who's this Charles L. Charles guy?
Who's
Where does
Charles
he get
L.
off trying to
Charles?
take my wife's job?
I'm a voodoo priestess, not a political pundit. But I will say this. Charles L. Charles gives me the willies.
What politician doesn't?
True.
This is a good point, Sith Princess. I do like that Guybrush actually says the thing you request, rather than like, it's kind of a vague sense of the vibe you're going for in the menu, but then the character just kind of takes it their own way. I don't know how many times in Mass Effect, for instance, I thought that a conversation was going to go one way based on sort of the dialogue wheel that I was playing with, and I accidentally chose an option that took it in a very different direction. So I do like that. Why is Mêlée Island so empty? This is a great question.
Why is Mêlée Island so empty?
That is an excellent question, Guybrush.
I thought so.
Our engine isn't great.
Well,
What?
why is Mêlée Island so empty?
Oh, that. About a month ago, a mysterious overseas investor began buying up all of Mêlée Island from the local pirates. Those that wouldn't sell have been challenged to various forms of insult games. Insult sword fighting, insult golf, insult darts.
Insult darts are outlawed.
You get the idea.
We know this.
Strangely, this investor always wins. He's the best insulter the Tri-Island area has ever seen. Eventually, even the craftiest of Mêlée's pirates have been forced to sell after wagering their homes and businesses in ever-escalating rounds of insult gaming.
How awful. Why don't the pirates just refuse to play?
How many pirates do you know that can resist a duel?
Insult gaming.
In any event,
It's like playing on Xbox Live.
On Mêlée Island live in constant fear of being challenged by this foreign investor.
Okay, I don't think we need anything right
talk
now.
about more important
I just want to
matters.
drop by and say hello. Okay.
I don't need any more of your enigmatic hoodoo right now.
As you wish, Guybrush. I'll be here later if you need me.
I like the Scooby-Doo sound effect there. Mêlée Island. Hello. Hey guys, look what I got.
Wow, you actually got us a signed contract. Well, let's
You know, I'm not hating this so far.
Yes. Ah, yes. Good. Aha!
Carla, do you even know what half of this stuff means?
Not a clue. But look, it says cushy in the title.
Well, all right then.
All right, Threepwood, you got yourself a crew.
Sweet.
Ahoy again.
What is it now?
Hope you beat the bad guy at the end by triggering him to bring more people onto the screen. Just can't handle it. Game just shuts down. A winner is you. So, are you looking forward to our voyage?
So, are you looking forward to our voyage?
The horror! The horror!
We'll meet you at the shipyards once you've got a ship. Never thought I'd say that again.
You can say that again.
Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Yeah, this one could use a remake. I gotta figure at some point this is in the pipeline to be re-released, right? I mean, I feel like a Curse of Monkey Island re-release would be an easy win. I mean, basically give it the coat of paint you gave Maniac Mansion and Full Throttle, and that's going to be like a world-beating game. Everyone loves it. You buy 1 million copies. After you earn a lot of money from that, then you give the 1-2 punch of a nicer version of this game that no one does want, but maybe they'll buy because they feel obligated. I think that's best case scenario for Escape from Monkey Island. PC version was almost exactly like this. I do think maybe the control scheme is a little bit different with the controller, and just some of the UI stuff is different, but graphics and everything virtually identical. It was also a Resident Evil tank controls kind of thing. Only on PC, like, if you couldn't get your joystick working, your gamepad, which probably most people struggled with that because it wasn't super friendly at the time, you moved around like horribly with the keyboard, and everything's like a shortcut. Like U is use and L is look, and it's like the fiddliest control scheme to me. Yeah, the Grim Fandango HD version was very nice. I'd love to see a take on that. I mean, my dream would be a 2D demake of this, but that would be cost prohibitive, I imagine. This is definitely, yeah, the one that fans of the series tend to like the least is this one. All the others are point and clicks.
I told you, you don't have the authority to...
Check this out.
What's this?
The gubernatorial seal of Mêlée Island.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you are an important person. Right this way, Mrs. Marley. Let me show you to your ship.
Okay. Wow, we're on our way to Lucre Island. So why did I choose to play this now? 6-7, that's a great question. How do I choose to play anything ever? Wow, that's a cool looking boat. I just was looking for something that would give me some laughs. I was in the mood for a game that I hoped would be funny. Sometimes it's just the vibe that I'm feeling. Like the thought of something like dark didn't feel fun, especially as I'm playing like Alan Wake 2 right now as well. It's like I really need something to counterbalance that. And I want something to be kind of breezy, like that would feel like it kind of moved quickly and we could talk through it and have a few laughs and, you know, make it like a fun hang rather than an intense adventure gaming experience. So that was sort of my thinking. That's usually how I pick any game I'm about to play next. It's just sort of vibes. Like, what am I looking for? What do I think maybe y'all would be in the mood for? And then sometimes it's just like a game crosses my mind and I'm like, I've got to play that to get it out of my mind. It's usually some combination of all of those. They killed Mountain Disney Princess. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you just Google the Disney Cruise Line vessel, The Wish, it has a Rapunzel on the on the front of the ship that looks a whole lot like this. If you, I was recently on this ship, so I know it has a Rapunzel just hanging off the front of it. Cool looking ship.
Is the Dainty Lady.
It's pink.
Oh, they're putting him in a pink ship. Can you imagine?
Nautical details.
But it's pink.
Now, there are a couple of regulations that I'm required to explain to you. First, bring it back in the same or better condition as it is now. Second, life preservers are to be worn by all crew and passengers at all times. Finally, this vehicle is to be used for official business only, so no joyriding.
Can I go now?
Well, I'd love to hang out here on the docks with you all day. Actually, that's a lie. I can't stand to be near you. Bye.
It's too bad.
And enjoy your voyages on the Dainty Lady.
That Guybrush's fragile masculinity is like one of the go-to jokes here. I mean, it's not great. Yeah, you know, we've been on, said Princess, my family's been on a few Disney cruises since my daughter was born. And we really enjoy them. They're super fun. We realized on this trip, she's now finally become too old to be like super charmed by a lot of the stuff she used to love. But, you know, it's a great place to meet characters and, you know, do all kinds of wild Disney experiences. They have usually really good like Broadway style Disney shows. Like this last cruise, we got to see live performances of Aladdin and the Little Mermaid that were just like over the top stage performances with wild special effects and costumes and things. It's fun. It's good stuff. There's a lot. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy the Disney cruises, but yeah, I think my daughter's finally outgrown them, so it's probably our last that we just took. There is a lot of weird gender stuff in this game, right? It's not, again, it's not usually part of the series.
It doesn't look very seaworthy.
At least it doesn't smell like monkeys.
Are you guys ready to go?
Aye, Captain.
Whatever.
No.
Don't make me slap you, Otis.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Then we're off to Lucre Island in search of high adventure and a legally binding restraining order.
It'll all end in tears. Mark my words.
All right.
Mr. Cheese, shouldn't we steer away from those dark, portentous clouds?
Nonsense, Captain. A little
Pinchpenny Island.
Wow! Mommy!
Batten down the hatches.
Shorten sail!
Clear the scuppers.
Drain the bilges!
Get your hands off me!
Sorry, baby.
Yeah, previous games have had a boat mini game. So this one, yeah, we dodged that here.
There you go, Mr. Marley. Lucre Island.
Ah, Lucre Town, the largest urban center in the Tri-Island area. Thanks, Mr. Cheese. Next time, you think we can get here with a little less drama?
Oh, no.
And a little more
There's not going to be a
Dramamine.
next time, is there?
Better not be. Once was enough.
Okay, I'm going into town. You guys stay here and watch the ship.
Oh, sure. I see how it is. The captain gets to make all the decisions.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see what the storyline reason for the emptiness of this town is. I think we're at the 3 plus Guybrush rule, right? Or is there a 4th I haven't noticed?
Somebody's selling fish over here.
No, that's how they've really undercut his character. He doesn't even count as being a character. Here, the law office. Don't know where the law office is. It's not a real person. Elaine is everything. He's just Guybrush. I mean, at some level, that is the vibe we're getting here. Only not as charmingly.
Lucre Island Port Authority.
I have it on good port authority. We don't need to go there yet. Whoa, too much map. Law offices of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Out in the island jungle, that's right. This seems sinister. Not going to go there yet. Need to find law offices. Law offices. Palace of Prosthesis. Ah, Maybe law office of WTD. Goodness gracious, come on. Where am I? There I am. I bet this is the law office. What do you think?
Excuse me, is this?
Come in.
Come in.
Come in.
What can we do for you?
I was told you guys could help me.
Of course we can.
What is it?
3 lawyers, eh?
Hit and run dinghy accident? Hurt your back while pillaging another ship?
No. I need you to see if you can save my house from being
Thank y'all
destroyed.
again for joining me in that, by the way.
Prestigious.
Prestigious.
Did I mention that my house is the governor's mansion on Mêlée Island?
Governor's mansion, you say?
Mansion?
Well, that changes things.
Nice use of the TM. But you can't be the
It does appear to be a noose.
I'm here representing the
Maybe it's a
Honorable
pull
Elaine
cord.
Marley Threepwood, governor of the Tri-Island area. She's my wife.
Oh, hi.
My wife?
He's joking about the wife thing.
And people think lawyers have no sense of humor.
No, it's illegal to make such wrongful
and preposterous
claims.
Should we sue him? How much money do you think he has?
I'm serious. We just got back from our honeymoon. 3 glorious months on the high seas. And returned to find the mansion under siege by a dastardly demolitionist.
Is this alleged demolitionist wealthy?
Yes, we could sue them.
Put a lien on their catapult.
This scene looks pretty good for early 3D.
Habeas money.
Wouldn't you rather go after the big bucks? If Elaine wins the election, she'll be a powerful person. And if the mansion is saved, she'll have someone to thank. And if that someone is you...
You'll be given a lot of money?
Earned. Not given.
Think outside the juror's box, my esteemed colleague. We could become the official lawyers for the Tri-Island area. Yes, the preferred legal team of the governor's office.
What do you need from us, young fellow?
I don't know. You handled Grandpa Marley's estate, right?
Right. Camera cuts?
Right.
Did he have a plan for such a crisis?
Nope.
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 But we'll get right on it.
Right.
Right. Okay, I'll wait.
Actually, this may take a while. Legal issues can be quite complicated.
And take a lot of research.
Isn't there something else you could do for a while? See the island.
Hey, Robin, thanks for dropping in. Hope you have a good evening.
I guess so.
Oh, hey, you might as well take this.
What is it?
It's a letter from Grandpa Marley. It was supposed to be delivered after his granddaughter got married.
What do you think of Guybrush's new outfit here? What do you think of his fit?
Now be gone. We have work to do.
Does it add or subtract from his riz?
No, this is a very personal letter for Elaine and me.
We'll just buy all...
Let's see what it says. My dearest Elaine, if you
I
are
did
reading
too,
this, then
man.
you
I
are
just
married
remembered
and
that
I
too.
am dead. Now that you've finally settled down with a fearless pirate husband, it's time for you to claim the final pieces of your family's heritage. At the Lucre Island Municipal Bank, you'll find a safe deposit chest under my name. Among other things, the chest contains the deed to the Marley Mansion.
Marley
Never
Mansion.
lose sight of this deed. Furthermore, the chest also contains my wedding gifts to you. I'm sorry that I was unable to deliver them in person. But I go to my grave confident that you've chosen a man I would be proud to call grandson. Lastly, and most importantly, the chest contains the keys to the most terrifying secret in the Caribbean.
Secret of Monkey Island?
Secret 10 times as terrifying as Big Whoop? The secret of the ultimate insult. Yikes! If the unholy power of the ultimate insult ever found its way into the wrong hands, there's no telling what sorts of hex-spawn mischief could be unleashed
Hex-spawn
upon
mischief.
fun-loving pirate citizens. Guard these secrets with your life, and know that no matter where you are, your grandfather is watching over you. With all my love, Horatio Tokamata Marley. How sweet.
HT, huh?
If your deadbeat parents come around looking for a handout, tell them to take a long walk off a short gangplank.
Forget case law. We'll make it out.
Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate that the insult sword fighting deservedly got all the credit in the first game because I feel like attempts to recreate it had diminishing returns. I don't know. If the ultimate insult and the ultimate joke were used against each other, which would win? This is a good question. Ultimate joke versus ultimate insult.
We'll just buy all the expert
I mean,
witnesses we
what
need.
if you have a Don Rickles situation and the ultimate joke
Habeas.
is in fact an insult comedy routine? And as a result, you know, it's just one and the same. It's a stalemate at that point. But I think if I had to guess, the ultimate joke from King's Quest 6 versus the ultimate insult. King's Quest 6 is a better game, so it wins. Lucre Bank. Lucre. Oh wait, I'd say King's Quest 6. Quest for Glory, it is Quest for Glory 4. Still, better
just
game.
why not,
I
young
keep answering the same. Why did I say King's Quest 6?
Sir, I can't convert these traveler's checks because we've never heard of.
What was I thinking?
What's his name? Australia.
But you've
I'll
honored
fix
them
that in
countless
post.
times before.
We've had a bad run of counterfeit money come through here lately, so we've had to tighten our policy. And if you ask me, these don't look real. Besides the funny name, there's a picture of a strange animal on here that has another one popping out of its belly.
That's a kangaroo, you ignorant pirate trollop.
See? There you go. Kangaroo. Another funny name.
Her voice performance here is great.
Kangaroo. Kangaroo.
Oh, Struth. I've got business to attend to, but I'll come back, and when I do, I want these honored.
Have a nice day, Mr. Mandrill.
You should switch to decaf.
Yeah, you should switch to Decaf Jedi, Twitch's #1 streamer, as far as I know.
Playing the top hits of yesterday and today. It's Decaf Jedi.
That's right. Switch to Decaf. You won't regret it. Are we really sure that Australia's real? I mean, we could be punked pretty hardcore there. Like, a land where everything's venomous and they have boomerangs? I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see. So we are going to talk to the lady. Lady.
Welcome to the Second Bank of Lucre. I'm Brittany. How may I help you?
What happened to the first Bank of Lucre?
What happened to the first Bank of Lucre?
Nothing. It was our public relations department's idea. They felt that being called the first bank didn't project an image of experience.
This is like a real Judy Greer performance, and I'm here for it.
I'd like to retrieve some items from my safe deposit box.
Fine, sir. And whose name is it under?
Marley. H.T. Marley. Here's a letter that might help.
I see. This is for Governor Marley. Do you have power of attorney to act on her behalf?
Got this seal.
I'm her dashing husband.
Not good enough.
Oh, well, there is this.
Not good enough.
Oh my. That will be fine, sir. Just a moment, Mr. Quidworth. There's a gentleman here to use the vault.
Yes? Well, everything seems to be in order, Mr. Marley.
That's Mr. Threepwood.
As you wish, sir. If you'll just follow me into the vault, we can open up your grandfather-in-law's safe deposit chest.
Look at this camera movement. Wow. It's like I'm watching a Disney
The
film.
safe deposit chest of H.T. Marley, just as he left it over 20 years ago.
I guess I am playing a Disney
What
game.
an amazing collection of junk. Why would Grandpa Marley store garbage like this in a bank?
That Governor Marley was an eccentric old salt, wasn't he? We were all crushed when he disappeared off the face of the earth like he did. Anyway, well, I've got some loans to turn down. You just let me know when you're done here, and I'll come running.
Gee, thanks. Well, I guess I better start looking for that deed to the governor's mansion so I can get home to Elaine. Let's see now. Hot water bottle, monkey pacifier, grog Jimmy Hoffa, do-it-yourself tattoo kit.
An evil Threepwood.
Bottomless mug.
Well, you really should have called me first. We have rules about leaving the vault unattended.
Gee, I'm sorry. I'll go back.
And I'll see if I can scrounge up a grog.
Wax lips.
him up.
Yikes! Who are you supposed to be?
Isn't it obvious? I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No, you're not.
What makes you say that?
Well, for one thing, Guybrush is much better looking than you are. And for another, the real Guybrush doesn't smell like anchovy halitosis.
All right, mate, bucko. That's enough of that. Back away from the Marley heirlooms and be quick about it. Now, Mr. Threepwood, take a good long look at the last face you'll ever see.
Oh no. It's Clint Howard.
I knew that deregulated banking would lead to this.
Yeah, the cutscenes with the extra non-anti-aliased graphics really make a striking contrast with my over-polished graphics. Hey, RJ, we've seen a few monkeys, but not as many as you'd expect.
Your
Honestly,
lawyers have negotiated a settlement. Now drop everything and come out.
My lawyers are fired.
okay, so we have a sword.
Your lawyers have negotiated a settlement. Now drop everything and come out.
My lawyers are fired. I said don't move.
Grab a sea sponge. Ooh, another sea sponge. Don't mind if I do. And a handkerchief.
Ooh, this thing reeks.
Now, let's see what's in here.
I don't think so. There seems to be something inside. It's a music box.
Ooh, I'll take it.
Hey, there's a bottle of fine grog behind this music box.
Don't even try it, punk.
And a small sea sponge. Okay, now we have a whole bunch of inventory. Wonder window. Okay. Well, look at my walkthrough.
Don't be a hero.
Oh, this is a good, fun puzzle.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty bank robber.
Okay.
Yeah, I broke the hinge off, but I broke the sword too. The sword seems to be widening the crack a bit.
Okay.
With the sword jammed in there, the gap is larger.
Large gap.
Down on the floor.
This is a fun puzzle. This is good. Just this is what they use for plastic explosives deep in the Caribbean.
Don't be a hero.
Use a broken sword with Todrick. Hey, take care, Clell. Have a good evening.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Now we're just going to pour some grog on it and let it get to work. This is a good gag. I like this. Yeah, sponges expand.
So long, suckers. And remember, you've just been robbed by Guybrush Threepwood.
Hey, where'd he go?
Hey, what's all the commotion?
Get him!
Oh no.
You're under arrest, Mr. Threepwood. Right, down to the jailhouse with you.
I'm in the jailhouse now. I'm in the jailhouse now. They told me once or twice.
Didn't your mum ever explain that bank robbery isn't nice?
It wasn't me, it was the no-nosed bandit.
Right, no-nosed bandit. Or perhaps it was the guy we caught red-handed. You! Although we haven't found the loot yet.
You'll find it with the real robber, so let me go and get cracking.
Detective work isn't my job. If you want to clear your name, you've got a few things to do.
Okay.
Okay, what?
I need the perpetrator, I need proof he was at the scene of the crime, and I need proof that he committed the crime.
You know, it'd be a lot easier if I could just bribe you.
I'll ignore that, Threepwood. Around here, we do things by the book. Now, since this is your first offense, you'll be placed under house arrest.
How do you arrest
I
a
get to go back
house?
to the mansion and play with Timmy?
No, you are confined to Lucas Island. You are not permitted to leave until and unless you are cleared of the crime of bank robbery. To make
How do
sure
I do that
wins,
again?
You are required to wear the voodoo anklet of extreme discomfort.
I was wondering about that. It's rather uncomfortable. Can you loosen it?
Well, that wouldn't be the point, Deadwood. It gets a lot more uncomfortable if you try to leave the island.
At least I'm not in jail.
Yeah, Guybrush Threepwood versus every kind of bureaucracy in the game.
Inspector?
Yes?
Just for the sake of argument, what would it take to prove my innocence?
Well, since you don't have an alibi, you'd have to turn the finger of blame towards the real culprit.
Great! How do I do that?
Off the top of my head, I can think of 3 things that would do the job. A. New evidence would have to surface linking the so-called real perpetrator to the crime. 2. The stolen bank loot would have to be recovered. And Z, the real criminal, would have to be caught and brought to justice.
That should be a piece of cake for a pirate with a keen analytical mind like myself.
I'll keep your cell warm.
Let's see.
Well, I better get out there and prove my innocence.
Stay out of trouble.
Ooh, tin of chicken grease.
Ew, greasy. I guess they use it on these Iron Maiden spikes to allow smooth impaling.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. Free chicken grease.
It's good to see that Lucas Island doesn't mollycoddle its criminal element.
Mollycoddle. Well, there's a good word.
Now there's a manly pirate.
Let's see what Otis is. Otis, Iron Maiden. Excellent. I said, look at Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden! Excellent! I have no idea why I said that.
Oh no, Guybrush made the same horrible joke I did. Oh no, we've both seen Bill and Ted. Oh no, bogus. Is that the only Iron Maiden joke you can make? Very cringe.
Otis, what are you doing here?
I'm a victim of society.
Let me guess. You were framed, right?
How did you know?
Just a hunch.
Some old guy with a weird accent accused me of stealing flowers from his front yard.
Decaf's dead.
What is it with you and flowers?
It's a plot, I tell you. People are to make me seem less fearsome and piratey by accusing me of being the kind of pirate who likes to pick flowers.
Again, weird gender stuff in this game.
I never found you all that fearsome to begin with.
Go pick a pack of posies.
Pick up a pussies. Uh-oh. Here we go. Now things have gotten important. Let's see. We have a redemption here from Paul. It's artificial intelligence. That's, of course, where we take a user-generated prompt. We slam it face first into the Midjourney AI bot, and we say, Midjourney AI bot, go out and plagiarize the work of other artists and smush it all together into your own artwork. And in this case, our user-generated prompt is, Bill and Ted escape from Monkey Island. Let's see. What will Midjourney give us with this prompt? Will it understand who Bill and Ted are? Will it understand what Monkey Island is? Can it make a connection between the two? We'll find out soon. I, for one, can't wait to learn the answer. As soon as we get it, we'll post it live here on the stream for your very much enjoyment. Oh wow, we're at 62%, and they're just nailing it. They've got it. They've got it, baby. If you want your Keanu, if you want your Alex Winter, if you want your Guybrush, they're all here, baby. Just wait. Oh gosh. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. We'll have something to talk about here. Okay. So are you ready? This is the Midjourney AI bot's attempt to render the concept of Bill and Ted from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Bogus Journey, and whatever the third one was called, escaping from Monkey Island, the very game we're playing right this instant. So here are all 3 attempts. And I think these are interesting in the sense that it has the idea that Monkey Island is a pirate game. It has some vague notion of what Guybrush's outfit looks like. It knows that there is a brunette and a blonde one in Bill and Ted. But from there, things kind of go off the rails. I'm also not sure in the lower right-hand corner if we don't have some sort of version of Doc Brown on the boat with them. Like this is fascinating. Like you can almost see the thought process of the artificial intelligence at work, like what it's trying to do. I do kind of love the upper right one. Now you have some things like people's arms just merging into one another. Yeah, kind of blending together. But I like the expressions, like just the absolute glee. Flying fish in the, oh yeah, there's like some sort of flying wolf fish. Hey, wait, worry. Back to the Future, Bill and Ted, same difference. I mean, yeah, why not? They're both movies I enjoyed as a kid. They might as well be the same. Yeah, upper left almost gets it, right? Like you have blonde guy, brown haired guy in piratey gear on a boat. Now, granted, again, you have some weird issues with anatomy there. The guy in the red jacket maybe has an extra leg coming out of his torso, but that's going to happen. I mean, that's probably just not enough citrus. That's something that happened to sailors all the time back in the golden era of discovery. They would be out on the seas. They, would have a diet with very little fresh food in it, very little fruit or citrus. And yeah, they would sometimes grow an extra leg out of their torso. That's at least historically accurate. It's also a very small ship. That is very much a dinghy. I don't know what's going on in the lower left. That one's confusing to me. But yeah, I still like the very gleeful expressions in the upper right. Like that's how I want to start my days. Like that's the look I want when I roll out of bed on my face. I want that is like unmitigated glee. Is what I aspire to every day. So I'm good with this. This is good work, Paul. I think that and good work mid-journey. I think we really got something worth working with here. All right, but for me, this is probably a good point to call it a night.
Good job, Jess.
Yeah, good job. I feel like I really made some progress here tonight. So let's call it quits. I want to thank y'all for joining me. I'll be back next week. I've enjoyed this. Enjoyed it, honestly, a little bit more than I even expected. So that's always a pleasant surprise. So we'll be back next time. We'll play more of this. We'll have more fun. Goodness gracious, though, where should we stream to, or raid to, rather? Who is online? Where should we go? Let's see here. Cobra Commando looks like maybe she's playing Leisure Suit Larry 1 VGA. That's not one you see every day, if I'm judging correctly from the thumbnail here. Maybe we'll raid over there and see what's going on. Who doesn't love a little Leisure Suit Larry? But for now, yes, I'll rest my hands. I want to thank everybody for joining me. I'm going to be back, I believe, on Friday night. I'm not quite sure with what. It may be Alan Wake 2, or there's another game that's been like scratching the back of my brain lately. Who knows? I may try that one instead. But for now, thank you for joining me. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. And yeah, there's a link to the Discord. If you're not a member of the Discord, consider dropping by and joining. We'd love to have you there. It's a great place to discuss games with a friendly, inclusive group of folks. It's also a great way to find out when I'm going to be going live next. Great way to keep up with what's happening on the channel and everything. We'd love to see you over there. But in the meantime, have a great evening, everybody. I'll see you on the other side of the raid, and take care of yourselves.